Greetings, Frank Giannino here. I'm here today to talk about the other 4 secrets that will keep your feet from hating you. The first secret to fitting a shoe properly is the choice of the shoe itself. The most important thing when buying a shoe is to look at the sole and bend it. When you bend it, make sure there's a reasonable amount of flex up in the forefoot and that the shank area in the middle does not buckle when you go to test it for strength. Also, look at the torsional rigidity. Give it a twist. If there's too much of this, the shoe is flimsy. The shoe could also wind up causing you problems. So a reasonable amount of torsional rigidity is a good idea. Secondly, you want to make sure that the heel counter itself is nice and firm. So push it on the back. Give it a little push. If it buckles, no good. It should have a little bit of a resistance on the side when it comes to strength. Also, make sure that the shoe has plenty of room for your width and your toes in the front. You should be able to freely wiggle your toes, grab even inside the shoe. And regarding the heel, make sure the heel doesn't lift out. If you're sliding out of the back of the shoe, that's a bad thing. You want to be firm in place and stay nice and firmly into the heel area. Lastly, make sure that the insert comes out of the shoe. You want to make sure always that this is removable so we can replace it with something, if necessary, that is going to give us more heel cradling and more arch support. The most useful tool in determining shoe size is the Brannock Device. Nothing today, even with all the technology that's out there, beats the old-fashioned Brannock Device for determining shoe size and leading you to a good shoe fit. The number one thing with the Brannock Device is to seat the heel properly. Secondly, line up the ball. Now, there are 3 main measurements in the Brannock tool. There's the heel to toe measurement. There is also the heel to ball measurement, also known as the arch length. Now, these are both length measurements, heel to ball and heel to toe. Our shop prefers to size to the longer of the 2 measurements. Also, there's the width measurement. So from ball to ball, we want to make sure that we get the right width. Now, there should be a little bit of room there. You don't want to crowd that width measurement when measuring. The other key is to measure both feet. When you measure both feet, you take the longest of the length measurements, either the arch or the toe, and the widest of the width measurements, and you start there. In the end, the thing that matters the most in determining a shoe size is volume. So while the Brannock is our really useful tool to gauge all this, it is by no means the final say as to whether the shoe is going to fit you or not. In fact, the oldest mantra in the world is your best advice. If the shoe fits, wear it. With a caveat. Make sure all the little things are taken into consideration before you make that final determination.